Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our Monday night opportunity call. My name is Jordan Gibson. I have been with Plexus for a year, and I'm going to share my screen real fast to share this cool PowerPoint we have with y'all. I'm going to go slideshow. Okay. So hopefully y'all are here tonight. Someone invited you and you are here to get more questions about the business, the products, maybe a little bit of both, hopefully a little bit of both. Please do not be afraid to ask questions at any time. We can look at the chat and we'll definitely open it up for questions afterwards. So like I said, I am Jordan Gibson. So excited for y'all to be here tonight to learn a little bit with us. We won't take a lot of your time. So just welcome to your first Plexus presentation. We love to ask the question, what if this is your answer? What if Plexus is your outlet to feeling better, to getting back to yourself, to help you stop struggling with your finances. And we can definitely tell you that it is the right time, this is the right place, and this is absolutely the right team. What's one thing I love about our team is the team culture. We do multi-level marketing like it should be done, but it rarely is done. It is absolutely the best opportunity. And I'm so excited that they asked me to share with y'all tonight and to welcome y'all tonight. So I'm going to go, oh no, okay, to this slide. So what is Plexus? We are referred to as the health and happiness company. That is like the best way to describe it. One of my favorite things about Plexus is we started as a one of the first products was a breast health kit. And so just thinking back to how Plexus started, about how they've always cared about the wellness, they truly always cared about people. And so that's one of my favorite parts about us, to be a part of a debt-free company as well that gives millions back in philanthropy. It's just so fun to know that we're a part of a company that truly cares about people. We are also, you might hear people say we're the premier gut health company. That's like, I feel obligated to say that because it's true and because that's what everyone else says. But I just love that we really are one of the best of the best. Did I skip? Oh, sorry, I skipped too many slides. So you can see that these are things we offer. We really pride ourselves on all natural supplements. You won't find any of the junk in our supplements, gluten-free, soy-free, non-GMO. And like I said, we are the premier gut health company. And if you think that you've heard of Plexus, or just because it's multi-level marketing, that it is just straight weight loss, that is only a fraction of what we do. We truly focus on gut health. We've just learned over time, all the testimonies of people, that when we're healing our guts from the inside out, we have these awesome side effects too, that just happen to be weight loss and great skin and having energy and feeling better. And that's just a cool side effect really of healing our bodies from the inside out. So if you think that you're just getting into weight loss, we just want you to open up your horizons just a little bit more, because Plexus is so much more than that. Yes, so I wanted to share a little bit of my story. I started Plexus because I just had a baby and I knew that something was a little unbalanced, something was a little off. And it wasn't anything crazy. I wasn't struggling with anything, thankfully, severe, but I just knew I needed a balance. Probiotic is like, and gut health is like a buzzword nowadays. Like everyone's got a product for it. And so I finally just gave in, because I had been watching this girl, is actually my upline now, Jordan Roddenberry. And I was like, first of all, there's no way that she feels that good as a mom of 2 kids and that she's making that much money. And so that's one of the most amazing things, is that our upline actually, I think most of the other ladies on here is the upline. She just had a baby and she's still rocking her business. And so that is one of the reasons I joined, is because she seriously does take time and take energy to pour into us. And that's what we're here to do for y'all as well. So the products have shown me more about my body than I ever thought possible. I was a teacher and a coach. I was a college athlete, and staying at home was never on my radar until I started seeing these women advancing in the company. I started seeing how good I was feeling and how fun it was to share the products. So even if you're not here for the business side of it, it's just something we always want you to consider, because it is seriously the biggest blessing from Plexus to be able to just share with people and make money, and maybe even be a stay-at-home mama if you want to be. Like I said, it was never on my radar, but after 2 years of teaching and coaching, I quit. I retired, I tell people, and Plexus has allowed me to help my husband out. He's a coach as well. And so also being a coach is wise, like we get to be, she's almost 2. We get to be at all of dad's things. We get to be there with him, and we get to be here when he comes home, and I don't have to worry about waking up and leaving the baby, and I get to contribute to our bills and save money. And it's such a huge blessing. So that is a little bit of my story. Like I already skipped too fast, went over this. I just want to make sure I cover everything. But I think if you need to screenshot this, come back to it. Any questions about this, we can come back. So you might be thinking, who is Plexus? So Plexus is all of the brand ambassadors, all of the product takers. And it's everyone telling their story. And one of my favorite stories is from Senior Ruby brand ambassador, Lauren Davis. And I'm going to let her tell y'all a little bit of her story tonight. Lauren, take it away. I will.
Hey, everyone. Can everybody hear me? I think I'm unmuted. Hi, everyone. My name is Lauren Davis. Thank you, Jordan, by the way, for that introduction. That was very sweet of you. So I started Plexus a little over 3 years ago, and I started very skeptically. I honestly wanted nothing to do with it. I had tons of friends that did Plexus. I saw posts about it. One of my best friends actually shared it with me. Didn't really give me, a sample, but she told me what she was doing, and I honestly just rolled my eyes. Like Jordan, I am very healthy. I've done bodybuilding in the past. I ran half marathons. I've always been like super athletic, always in the gym. And so I thought I was healthy. I ate a very strict, clean diet when I was prepping, broccoli, chicken, egg whites, very lean protein, vegetables, drank all the water. Counted my macros, took the supplements from like the health food store or nutrition company. And so I was doing all of the right things that I thought I needed to be healthy. But I struggled severely with a lot of internal health issues that I never talked about. I have PCOS, which is polycystic ovarian syndrome, that doctors don't really have a cure for. And so I was put on birth control at the age of 18 to help regulate my periods, because without birth control, I didn't have periods. I might have one, then I wouldn't have one for 6 months, and I'd have another one, then I wouldn't have another one for a year. So I was just completely all over the place. Another like horrible side effect of PCOS is insulin resistance. And so I was constantly, blood sugar was always spiking. It was always crashing. And so I had to make sure that I was eating every 3 hours or I would pass out. So it was just like a super scary time in my life. And I lived watching the clock to make sure I ate every 3 hours. Like I said, I was always in the gym 2 to 3 hours a day, whether that was for training, for a show, or really just to keep my weight down, because it was just constant struggle bus that I rode. I am not a mom. I do not have kids. I am single, as in single, I'm not married. I do have a boyfriend, but I'm not married. So I'm not like the typical stay-at-home network marketing mama. I actually work in corporate America. I'm a buyer for Dillard's. So that's kind of a little bit of my backstory. So I started Plexus, like I said, very skeptically. My sister introduced it to me. And honestly, I wasn't expecting anything from it. I did it to support her, and because I trusted her and I loved her and I watched her transformation. And so I took the pink drink. I took it for a week. And within that first week, it was like like, I can't even express the emotions that I felt at the end of that week. I remember getting in the shower and I just started crying because it was just like a huge prayer that had been answered for my health. I went an entire week without passing out. I went an entire week without having tunnel vision or fuzzy hearing or just blurry vision or the shakes, which is something that, sorry, that's my neighbors upstairs. So I went an entire week without passing out. And that was just like an incredible feeling for me. Sorry, y'all. And so I'm so sorry. I live in an apartment and my neighbors are really noisy. Anyways, so I continued taking Plexus, and I just started to see like all of these other changes. So my blood sugar was balanced. I was sleeping better. My periods were finally normal. I stopped taking birth control after 3 months of being on Plexus. And so for the past 3.5 years, I've had normal periods every single month. And they've been on time. They've been normal. I haven't had any cysts, any type of cyst burst. I have lost about 20 pounds naturally. I've kept it off. I actually spend way less time in the gym now than I ever have. Like literally, I might work out like 3 days a week. And I used to kill myself in the gym. And because I've seen so many changes in my health, I started sharing with my friends. I shared with my 2 roommates. And honestly, the third person that I shared with was an ex-boyfriend. And so I shared with 3 people right when I first started. And that helped me earn like my first bonus, my first paycheck. And I caught the vision after, adding those first 3 people, helping my first 3 friends. I caught the vision and I've continued to share ever since. And because of Plexus, I've been able to pay my student loans off about 7 years early, I think. And so I have been able to pay my student loans off early. I am completely debt free. I have no debt. I've been able to save a lot more than I ever have been. I've been able to invest. I've been able to send friends on mission trips. And so it's just extremely like, I don't know, just so many overwhelming feelings of just gratitude for this company, because it has not only helped me with my health, but it's also helped me with my finances. So there is my story.
Yay, I love it. I could listen to it every day. So thank you so much, Lauren, for sharing your story and just letting us know. Some people think like successful women in multi-level marketing are, y'all, if you only knew our team, like I just love how diverse we are. Lauren is a successful businesswoman. She's in the corporate world. I am a stay-at-home mom. I can think of other stay-at-home moms. We have plenty of teachers and nurses and women in the field on our team. And it is just so fun to see everything we bring to the table, all our different talents, all of our different ideas and ways we run our business. And Lauren is successful because she has found a system that works for her. She has found products that have changed her life, and all she does is share about them. And it's the biggest blessing ever. So if you think, just figure out what's important to you, especially taking these products, and the business will come naturally. I promise. A lady was just telling me the other day that she's not salesy and she could never, she tried something before, whatever. And I was like, I don't want salesy people. That is perfect. You just need to share, try the products out and see what they'll do for you, and just share that. So one of my favorite things, like I said, about our team, we are all of these things and more. And so if you are a stay-at-home mom, or if you're a nurse, if you're any of these things, or you're not, just think about what the business could be for you, whether it's paying for your products only, or if it's paying some extra bills. There's just no way of stopping you. These are some of my favorite pictures, mainly because I know every one of these girls in these pictures, but some of them are like from conventions and things we've been able to be a part of. And that's just another amazing thing about the company, is that they take care of us. Like, we seriously have fun together on these trips, and it doesn't matter what walk of life we're coming from. We know how to have fun and we know how to help people. And that's what truly brings us together. So, yes, that is all for that. Let's go to the next one. So you might be thinking, why Plexus? All of the multi-level marketing companies out there, all the different things you can be doing to make money, why Plexus? And these are definitely some of my favorite reasons why Plexus, besides the products, totally apart from the products. So you have no required purchases to make money. The only required purchase is your products, which you'll already be in love with because of the changes you'll be able to see and the way our products will make you feel. So along with that, there's no quota. There's not like a monthly bar goal you have to hit besides the ones you set for yourself, which is one of the most fun things of this company as well, is setting our own goals and be able to reach them. But you don't have to keep inventory. You don't have to have a room upstairs where you keep all your inventory and it's so annoying and you're trying to sell it all. And then of course there's no parties unless you want them, but you do not have to have in-person events. You don't have to have Facebook events unless you want to. I can tell you, sharing honestly is just as easy as taking the products. There are, so when I was a teacher and a coach, almost, I would say 75% of the teachers in my school are walking around with a pink drink because they saw the difference in me and understood how big of a difference it was making in my life. So it seriously is that simple. So let's go to the ranks and the income. I want you to look at this, these 2018 averages. On the left side are the ranks, and that's just when you sign up so many people, you hit certain ranks, of course. And then the monthly and annual averages for income. Y'all, like I told you, our diamond upline, she's right above us, and she just had a baby, and did not have to worry about going here and doing there and having the maternity leave. Like, she is at home working her business as much or as little as she wants, and she's able to focus on her family and be herself. And that's one of my favorite things about this. So I want you to look at these numbers and just understand that they are real life. There are senior golds. I know there's senior ruby, and I know there's for sure emeralds on this call right now. Women just like you, just like me, who make this amount of money from sharing from their phone, from sharing products they love. So take a look at them, and I want you to text the person who invited you and just tell them, this rank would do it for me. This rank would help me pay off this. This rank would help me contribute to these bills. This rank would help us send us on the vacation we've always wanted to go on. While you do that, I'll tell you, Senior Ruby is my rank. That's like, when I first saw this, I was like, oh my goodness, if I was Senior Ruby, I could stay home. It would replace my, teaching, coaching income plus more. And here I am, Senior Gold, going for Ruby. And I'm just so amazed at how, I'm not going to say it's been easy, but it's simple. It seriously is so simple. So I'm going to move on from this, but just take a mental snapshot of these numbers because they truly are real, y'all, and they truly are attainable as well. Just depends on how little or how much you want to be in the business. And that's okay, because that's one of my favorite parts of this business as well, is goal setting and just being able to say, I can do this because we have the resources and we have everything and more you could ever want to be able to reach these goals, whatever your goal may be. These are our January incentives. Last day of January, I know it's almost over, but for the most part, they're about the same every single month. If you refer 3 people, whenever you sign up in your first month, if that's tonight, if you refer 3 people by the end of February, you're making 1.5 times of what your products were. And so you're not only paying for your products, you're making a little extra. And it makes me want to jump up and down, because when I have girls sign up, I'm like, just get 3 people to do it with you. Like Lauren said, my first 3, I reached out to my mom, and I have 2 sisters. Thankfully, there's 3 women in my family. And so I reached out to them and my best friends. And of course, everyone I worked with, not immediately, but they will see over time. And just being able to get 3 people is like the glorious number, because that's when you hit your first rank. And it's just, I'll say all night long, because it's such a blessing that Plexus has given us this opportunity literally to get your products paid for every single month, plus some. Like, all the products that we have for our family. Like I said, I have a 2-year-old. My 2-year-old takes the products, my husband takes the products, I take the products. So not having to pay for them every month is insane. And if you think that referring 17 or referring 20 people in 1 month is insane, it absolutely is. And people on our team have done that this month. It's crazy. It's so fun though to watch that. So that is pretty much it for all the talking about money. So how to get started. First thing, of course, message, call the person who invited you and just tell them what you're feeling. Tell them that rank. And they, of course, will answer all your questions. And one of our favorite things to do is write our goals down on paper, whether it was a rank or it was, I just want to share with these people. I have these people in mind. It's fun to look back and see our goals and to see how we have accomplished them or how far we've come. And so they will help you make your first post. They will help you get your products ordered. Anything you could ask for, that person is going to help you. And so that this is how we get started. These are the easiest ways, the most simple ways to get started. And we just want you to know that, like I have said, there are resources for you. We don't want you to do this alone. That is not our team culture. That is not what all our Facebook Messenger groups are about. I think I'm in like 4 of them, and I love it because there is love and community being poured out in every single one of them. And I'm so thankful for that. So your dreams and paying off your debt and being able to help other people is very important to us. And we just want you to understand that. So I just wanted to thank you so much for coming. Lauren, thank you for sharing your testimony again. And just thank you for considering Plexus, because we know that there's so many other avenues you could go. But we just want you to know that we want you to dream big with us, and we want you to share your goals with us and your personal product journey, because it's very special to us. So thank y'all so much. I will turn off the recording, and let me see if I know how to do that. I will open it up for questions. So if you would like to ask Lauren or I or anyone on this call a question, you can go ahead and unmute yourself. So I want to pause share. And now y'all can see my screen. Someone help, please. Oh, stop share. Okay. Oh, yay. Okay. So if anyone has a question or anything, we are open to you.
I have a question for Lauren. How do you, were you still, I guess it's kind of a 2-part question. Were you still doing like shows and things after you started Plexus, or did you already stop doing that and just working out?
Yeah, so I actually have not competed since I've been taking Plexus. I was training for a show, but I've had some pretty severe back injuries that have prohibited me from not being able to continue doing that. But I did run a half marathon while taking Plexus. And I will say that I have never been able to run